Hi friends, it's Mr. Whalen. I am back with another story on another side of the room. Anyway, I had to move, never mind. So, been sharing a lot of new books that I've found downstairs, but I found an old favorite of mine that maybe some of you have read, I don't know. I didn't know this book until we had kids. Our boys loved this one growing up, I think because I liked reading it to them so much. Yes, okay. Once Upon a Cool Motorcycle Dude. Okay, Once Upon a Cool Motorcycle Dude. I always encourage you to look at a cover of a book and see, hey, would I be interested in reading this? I wonder what this book could be about. And I'm looking at this, okay, so this looks like maybe a fairy tale princess kind of book, but there's a cool motorcycle dude in it. Cool motorcycle dudes aren't usually a part of a fairy tale, so what's up with this story? I have no idea. But so I picked it up and read it and I thought, oh, this is cool. So I have fun reading this one because I get to do a lot of fun voices, and actually it took 3 people to write this book. One person wrote the words and 3 other artists did the different types of art, and you'll see why. So here it is. Oh, now I see we've got a boy and a girl here that are they look like they're arguing about something. All right, so this was written and illustrated by Kevin O'Malley, also illustrated by Carol Hayer, also illustrated by Scott Goto. So Kevin O'Malley wrote the story. He also did part of the illustrations. Carol Hayer did some pictures, and Scott Goto did some pictures. 3 different artists work on this, and you'll see why. You'll see 3 different styles of art in this book, and I think that's kind of cool. Okay, here we go. For our library project, we were supposed to tell you our favorite fairy tale, but we couldn't agree on which story was best, so we just made one up. I'll begin the story. My beginning is better, but go ahead. Once upon a time, in a castle on a hill, there lived a beautiful princess named Princess Tenderheart. Every day, Princess Tenderheart would play with her 8 beautiful ponies. She named them Jasmine, Nimble, Sophie, Polly, and Penny, and Sunny, and Monica. Her favorite pony of all was called Buttercup. Please don't call him Buttercup. Call him Ralph or something. One night, a terrible thing happened. A giant came and stole away poor little Jasmine. All the other ponies cried and cried, but Princess Tenderheart cried hardest of all. It was very sad. The next night the giant came and took Nimble and Sophie. Princess Tenderheart cried all day and refused to eat. Oh, please, get a grip, Princess. Her father, the king, hired all the princes he could find to protect the ponies, but night after night another pony was stolen away. The poor princess just sat in her room and turned straw into gold thread. She cried and cried and cried. When only Buttercup was left, Princess Tenderheart thought her heart would break. Oh, who would protect Buttercup? That's it. I can't take it anymore. I'll tell the story from here. Dudes. One day, this really cool muscle dude rides up to the castle on his motorcycle. He says he'll guard the last pony if the king gives him all the gold thread that the princess makes. The king says okay, and the dude sits and waits for the giant. As if. He's not even cute or anything. So that night, the giant heads up to the castle. Man, this giant was an ugly dude. He was big and mean, and he had 4 teeth in his mouth that were all rotten and yellow and black, and his breath smelled like rotten, moldy, stinky, wet feet. That's just gross. He needs 8 ponies to make a tasty pony stew, and he only has 7. So that night, he goes to steal the last horsey. The muscle dude has this really big sword. The giant and the dude battled all over the place. The earth was shaking, and there was lightning and thunder, and volcanoes were exploding. It was huge. Volcanoes? Where'd the volcanoes come from? Night after night, the giant comes back, but the dude beats him. Night after night, the princess makes gold thread and gives it to the dude. He gets really rich. The end. That's it? The princess just sits around making thread? Yep.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what happened, Bubba. Princess Tenderheart goes to the gym and pumps iron. She becomes Princess Warrior. Very cool. She tells the dude to make his own thread. So that night, the princess has this huge and tremendous battle. The giant runs back to his castle. The end. And the dude just sits there making gold thread. Nuh-uh. See, this is what really happened. The dude makes this really cool blanket out of the gold thread, and when he puts it over his head, he turns invisible. Then he goes to rescue the ponies. You can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see us. The princess goes with him. Fine. The dude and the princess get into this big fight over who gets to free the ponies. The giant hears voices and gets so scared, he jumps off the cliff. Cool, cool. High five. So the princess and the prince fall in love. Well, who said he was a prince? And what's this stuff about love? They get married on a beautiful spring day, and then they have a baby. It was the most beautiful baby girl. Nuh-uh. It was a boy. It was a girl. The end. Oh, there they show. Okay, so on the back they show. Here's the parts. The kids were written in Illustrator. They were illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. Carol Hayer did the Princess Tenderheart bit, and Scott Goto did the Cool Motorcycle Dude bit. So those were all the 3 artists that were involved in making this book. And again, I thought that was a cool thing. You had 3 different artists, 3 different things going on. That was a clever book. I mean, 2 kids trying to tell the same story. You got the boy's side, wants it to be boy-like. The girl side wants it to be girl-like. But they finally got their story together, didn't they? And they defeated the giant together with their story. So I just thought that was clever. It's cool, and I have fun with the voices. So hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it too, and I will be back for another story next time. See you then. Bye.